Hey, folks, Mr. McStache here with my bride.
Mrs. McStache.
Hey there, I think we got everybody now. A little bit of recording problem there first time we started this, so we're going to try it again.
Woo!
Yay! Somebody put an intro in for me.
Oh, you didn't know?
We were challenged by the Kiwi Riders and somebody else. Oh, wait,
Up there.
that
If
guy.
you remember.
That guy. To do the 7-gear challenge. 7 gears, like when you're going down the freeway and you reach for that 7th gear. Well, for Mr. and Mrs. McStache, we only reach for the 6th gear. But in all fun and fairness, we will do all 7 gears.
Yep.
Unless she told me I had to. Whoa!
What was that?
I don't know.
Maybe it was my cup. It's fine.
Where was your cup at?
In the cup
Oh.
holder. We had a little bit of craziness, and so.
Rewind that footage and see what that was.
Yeah. It
Anyhow,
was my cup. All right.
we're having fun now. Hey, could be worse, you know.
Yes.
All right.
Let's try this one more time. You know it's because we don't have 6 feet. We only have 4. All right, question number 1. What motivated you to get your first bike? Mr. McStache, what motivated you to get your first bike?
Well, bikes have always been a part of my life as far as I can remember. Dad had a Moto Guzzi with a sidecar, which was just incredible because I was in a sidecar popping. He didn't know how to ride it. We're up in the air. Yeah, it was fun. And there was also a 125 Enduro he had, which I ended up getting when I went to high school, and I rode it to high school. I was the only kid in high school riding a motorcycle to school. I caught some crap because it was a Kawasaki, which is not a real motorcycle, but I would constantly look around in the park for one of these real motorcycles. They were never there. So, anyhow, so that's how I got my, and it was always around. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. So when it come time for me to start a job, make my own money, of course I bought my first motorcycle. Now, Mrs. McStache, why did you buy your first motorcycle?
Well, I got my license in case we were out someplace and for some reason you couldn't drive.
Oh, so you can drive my bike if I can't? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. So if that happens, it never happened, but I bought a bike to have a bike. I hardly ever rode it because I prefer to be on the back of the bike so I can take pictures and just sightsee. That's my preference. But
You did ride it. You
I
can.
did ride it, and I can ride it. I just prefer to be on the back. But when I bought the trike, I bought that with a very specific purpose, and that was to be able to take our grandbaby, baby McStache, on the bike with us because I did not feel comfortable taking her on 2 wheels. Not saying it's not I'm not capable of doing it. I just wasn't comfortable with it. So I bought the trike so I can take baby McStache on the road with us because she loves to ride. Question number 2. What kind of riding do you prefer? Twisty, straight, or group? Well, let's see. really have a preference, and I think depending on where we're going, I like to do group rides. If we're going someplace close, I guess you'd say, I like to do group rides. I like to take other people with us because I enjoy the company and the conversation. But if we're taking a long trip, I think I almost prefer it just being Mr. McStache and I, or maybe one other couple, because we can stop when we want to stop. We can go when we want to go. If we decide we're done for the day, we're done for the day. If we're hungry, we stop and eat. And I'm not worried about being an inconvenience to anybody else. How about you, Mr. McStache? Twisty, straight, or group?
It depends on the degree of twisty. Yeah. I've been down to the Dragon. I had done the Dragon. That was too involved for me. I didn't have a problem doing it. That was too much work. We're supposed to be having fun here, so in my opinion, that was too much like work. I think I messed up. Didn't I? Anyhow, out there by the Dragon, there was Charhala Highway and some of the others with the big, kind of like this here, where it's not a tight turn, it's more of a sweeping turn that you can ride into. That is the kind of twisties I like, as far as twisties and straights. You know, on the bike is on the bike. It doesn't matter, twisties, straights, sideways, or what, as long as it's upright. Now, as far as group, single, I really enjoy group riding. Of course, that does depend on the group. But especially if you keep it down 5 or 6, like a manageable number, I really enjoy the company of group riding. Now on the long trips, like the 10-day trip the wife and I do, I agree with her on that, and just having 1 or 2 bikes, because the wife can ride. And there has been times, we used to go to D.C. every year for Rolling Thunder, and a couple of times we had to hurry home. And let me tell you what, Mrs. McStache can ride it tank to tank nonstop. She would have no problem doing the Iron Butt Challenge if we chose to do so. She can ride. So, yeah, that's part of the reason the big rides, I don't necessarily like taking, 4 or 5, because if we need to, or if we decide to get to where we're going, we can get there. So.
Yep. All right. Question 3. Nope, that's not 3. That's 3.
Oh, that's right. That's 3.
Question 3. Your favorite type of motorcycle trip? Day, weekend, or longer? Mr. McStache?
What is it now?
Your favorite type of motorcycle trip? A day trip, a weekend trip, or longer?
Well, that's tough. Because last year, we was actually very blessed to be able to pull off several of the 3-day/weekend trips.
Yeah.
And that was awesome, and I loved it.
Oh, yeah.
Because there were so many of them. But I would have to say my favorite trip is our 10-day trips, like the one we did last year on the coast. Unfortunately, we was still new with the moto vlog and stuff, so we didn't get a lot of footage of it.
Yeah.
But, man, that was awesome. We rode where we wanted to go. We went where we wanted to go. It was really, really cool.
Well, I would have to say that I don't know that I could pick, because I really love our long trips. I'm with you. Our trip to the coast last year was awesome. But we took trips to Niagara Falls, and we took a trip to a couple barbecue festivals, which were pretty nice. I love being on the bike with Mr. McStache. So our thing is, it's hard to, sometimes it's hard for us to get away because we do have to care for my father-in-law and my grandmother. But when we're able to get away, I enjoy those because it's not only time on the bike, but it's time for just us. Question 4. What is your favorite ride or day trip? I think our favorite day trip ride is anywhere for ice cream. Because we've ridden hundreds of miles for ice cream. So any place for ice cream works.
Yeah, I'm sitting here going through my mind. Let's see. Hillbilly hot dogs, look that up. That's kind of cool.
Tom's Ice Cream Bowl.
All the places we went, and the one I'm with you. I'm gonna have to say, favorite destination is ice cream.
Yep.
The town of Circleville is 10 miles maybe.
Yeah.
From us. And one time we went to Circleville for ice cream and put like 80 miles on the bike.
Yeah.
And just because we didn't, so...
Turn here. No. Turn here.
Yeah.
Now, turn here. And then eventually we made it to Circleville.
So, in answer to somebody, Doyle, Blue Bike and Doyle, did a question, and it was, what is it, the destination of the ride? Yeah. So that's kind of how we do our ice cream. Is it the destination or a ride? I told him the destination is just so you don't ride in circles.
Yeah.
So that was anyhow. All right, that's another video. Where we got to do?
Question number 5. What is the
what's 5? Is 5?
5.
5. Okay. 5.
What is the biggest lesson motorcycling has taught you?
Let's see, that's a tough one because for me it's a tough one because I have ridden for so long. I don't know if I've learned so much or if I've lost so much. I would say thinking of other people maybe, because you'll get people arguing all day long. Motorcycles are safe. If you want to get on a bike, get on a bike. It's not going to kill you. Da-da-da-da-da. Well, yes, that's true. But most of the stories I've heard where somebody's scared about a motorcycle is not because of here. It's because of here.
Yeah.
If I get on this bike, and trust me, it has happened, we stay on the bike too long on a trip, and you know how people are dumb on the road, and they aggravate me, so I get edgy, and I start driving very aggressively. That makes her nervous, and I can happily say only one time, as Mrs. McStache said, okay, you need to get me off this bike or get me home. And so I would say probably the biggest lesson, not that I was a big think of myself person, but thinking of the others and their comfort and their safety, I would have to say probably the biggest lesson I've learned about riding bikes.
And I would have to say that you have to be the one to look out because the other people on the road are not going to look out for you. You need to be like a mom and have eyes in the back of your head and the side of your head and the front of your head, and because people do not pay attention around you. I can't tell you how many times I have, from the back of this bike, screamed at people to get off their cell phone because they've missed hitting us by inches. And, I mean, you shouldn't be on your cell phone when you're in a car or driving on your car. You shouldn't be, I mean, you have to look out for everybody else because they're not looking out for you. And I love riding. I love this open feeling, and I enjoy being on the bike. And I worry about other people. Mr. McStache is an awesome driver. He does an incredible job. But it's everybody around us that I worry about because they don't look out for you.
Well said.
All right. Question number 6. Any words of wisdom for someone getting into motorcycling? I would have to say practice.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that kind of sounds dumb and self-explanatory, but, I mean, I've had my license now for, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years.
Yeah, long time.
But I hadn't actually done a whole lot of driving of the bike myself because, like I said earlier, I prefer to be back here. And when I got the trike back, I told Mr. McStache I want to go to a parking lot because I want to practice turning. I want to practice stopping. I want to practice downshifting. I want to, and I also agree with Miss Kiwi Rider that you're going to drop it. So my first bike I bought was a Honda Shadow 500, I think was my first bike.
Yep.
And it was a used bike. I paid like $500 for it. And I dropped it a couple times. And I wasn't panicked. We know people who have gone out and bought their spouse a $25,000-$30,000 motorcycle for their first bike, and they dropped it while they were with us, and this person made his spouse feel so incredibly horrible because she scratched this $30,000 motorcycle. You're going to do that as a new rider. You're going to drop it. You're going to scratch it. You're going to do things like that. Don't be an idiot. Don't buy a new rider a $30,000 motorcycle. That's stupid. So practice, 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 and buy something small and comfortable to begin with. How about you, Mr. McStache?
Same thing. Don't buy a Harley.
For your first bike.
Yeah, if you want to get into motorcycles, especially if you don't have any previous motorcycle experience, if you want to get into motorcycles, don't spend any money. Go buy a bike for, let's say you're better off than me. Go buy a bike for $4,000. If it was me, I wouldn't spend any more than $1,500, $2,000 for a bike. Go buy it. Go out and ride it. You know what? Even if you haven't ridden in years, don't buy a Harley. Go out and buy you a couple $1,000 bike. Take it out and get on the road. I know several people. Oh, I used to ride all the time, and I'm going to get me another bike. Okay. They go out and they buy the fanciest Fat Boy or Road King. And let me tell you what, Fat Boys and Road Kings are good-looking bikes. So they go buy themselves a Fat Boy or Road King. A week later, it's up for sale. A month later, it's up for sale. And they're buried in it. Well, people are crazy, man. They don't give a crap about you. They'll run you over as soon as look at you. Yeah. Now, if you had bought a bike for a couple $1,000, and you had to sit on it for 6 months before you sold it, you're not out. You're not making payments on a 3-year-old Fat Boy that dropped $5,000 or you spent $5,000 too much on because you thought it looked good. That and practice.
Yes. Practice.
Take your motorcycle safety course. After that, take your advanced rider safety course. After that, find somebody that does the police style motorcycle training. And if you go to like a church or a school, 4 parking spots. If you cannot do figure eights in those 4 parking spots, you can't do police style quality riding. Practice, practice, practice. And the only way to continue to be that good is to practice. So.
All right. Question 7. 7. Question 2 is, what is your next big destination? Well, coronavirus, get out of town, please, because we currently have a big trip scheduled towards the West Coast for the end of May. Our 10-day trip that we normally take, we take around Memorial Day, and this year we are planning to head west. We would like to go to the St. Louis Arch and Needles Highway and Mount Rushmore and whatever else we find along the way. So, coronavirus, please go away so that we can have our vacation that we truly, truly love to take every year. Right? Go ahead, Mr. McStache.
My next big trip is the same one. I'm going with her. So, if we can. Which means, St. Louis Arch. So that would be, okay, yeah. We got to nominate, what do we do, 3?
What?
People.
Yes.
Okay. So since we're going to St. Louis Arch, St. Louis Nik, I tag you for the 7-question challenge. I will pick somebody who just started following me, ChopperFett. That's what it is, ChopperFett.
Yeah.
So ChopperFett, I nominate you to do this. Let's see, I need another one. Who do I want to do another one on? We ain't picked on him in a while.
Who?
HDR.
Okay.
All right, HDR. I'm calling you out, buddy.
You and Mrs. HDR.
I'm sorry. Say it again, Mrs. McStache.
Mrs. HDR, too.
All righty. Oh, there you go. There's our 7-layer challenge.
7-gear challenge.
Oh, 7-gear challenge.
Not layer. This is not a taco dip. Although that sounds really good.
I know.
Taco dip. Maybe I should make some tonight.
I'm getting kind of hungry now.
I know, me too. Time to go home for lunch.
All right. There you go. You have been challenged. If you like watching Mr. and Mrs. McStache, she's not in every video, just most of them. There's a video here and here. Check on your buddies.
Love on your family.
And always, always, always keep it rubber side down.
Don't forget to smash that subscribe button either. I have to be Baby McStache when she's not here.
All right, folks. You have a good day. Be safe. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. We'll be seeing you.